Everyone, I'm just telling you the music in this video was arranged using Sibelius and Noteperformer. Let me check. Which track am I supposed to use? Nope, definitely not this one. Let me go try finding again. Ah, that sounds much better. Great. We'll do some maintenance works here, and we'll probably see you. See you. I guess she's not in today, so basically I need to take care of this presentation for myself. I'm not showing it's well done, but oh, hello friends! Today we are now going to talk about our new invention, the Koh-Tajiri Pokédex. It's a Python program developed by me. Oh, by the way, the Pokemon you see on the desktop are Meowth, Shaymin, which is personally my favorite Pokemon, Glaceon, Pikachu, Luxio, and Comfey. Just to tell you, Luxio and Glaceon are from Generation 4, so is Shaymin, and Comfey is from Generation 7, which may be probably the reason why you haven't heard of these Pokemon. Anyway, I'm sure in this video, our fans and our viewers will be blasting off again, just like Team Rocket. Anyway, enough digression, let's get on the program. So, for the whole program, I pieced out the full data set using information from the internet on all the data of all Pokemon from Generation 1 to 7. Total 802, excluding Mega and the Lowland forms. You may be thinking, but I want to know about a Galar Pokemon, a Hisui Pokemon, in a Gigantamax form. Well, you've not come to the right place because that was the most updated set I could have found. So my objective is to create an online platform to find data all about Pokemon of any shape, size, or even Pokédex number. Oops. See, I told you it was not done well, okay? So here's a schematic. So you can see this big red rectangle in the middle, that's the Pokemon database I was using. So the Pokemon database will immediately go to Python CSV library where I create a matrix in Python, basically a list of lists. That's what a matrix is. And so I used it to create 38 modes, and I put the input of modes. So I classified them into 4 types, like numerical, type, name to attribute, and abilities. So obviously there will be different subprograms for the different types of the different types of modes. But trust me, these will all work similarly, and then you have the output of names. So I'll be posting the source code here in the presentation, as you can see here. So the first part of the program I'll talk about is the import CSV. Obviously, I've named my Excel file the Koh-Tajiri Pokédex database. So basically, it reads the Pokemon database and then creates an 802 by 38 matrix. I deleted some columns from my original data set as I felt it would be a bit redundant, like Japanese name and if a Pokemon is legendary. So first, you have to select the mode. What would you like to know about? Select the mode. So there will be 2 lists, modes for mode types 1 and 2. So basically, the vast majority of these are numerical stats, and list 2 only has 2, which in this case is type. Let's talk about mode 1. It's by far the largest category, and it deserves the most mention. Mode 1, numerical stat checks attribute. If you want Pokemon with SP attack 65, put 31 in the mode and 65 here. As you can see here, 31 is SP attack. So basically checks through the whole matrix for which Pokemon had a numerical attribute. Then it picks all the Pokemon which had this numerical attribute. And then you see isolated row 30. This basically means that's the Pokédex number, in case you have to look it up. Mode 2, type stat, checks type. So you want to know a type. What is the type that you want? If you chose 30 items on the board and you want single type Pokemon, too bad, you just can't put the type in. Restart the program and use mode 34 instead. And please type in lowercase, just for the compatibility of the program. So basically the second part of the program is quite similar, and it prints all the Pokemon which have that type attribute. Now we come to the most complicated mode to describe. Mode 3, Pokemon to attribute. So, let's say you want a Pokemon. I'll choose Shaman, it's my favorite. So it inputs a random matrix for the attribute of requested Pokemon. So basically what Python's doing behind the scenes is that it has this whole database and it's going to row Shaman, and you have 38 columns. So you can see I removed 28 here because you just don't want to find out a name from a name. So it prints the requested attribute. So that's basically how it works. So the fourth mode is by far the hardest to program. Mode 4, abilities. So usually in my database, the abilities are written as a list, but Python recognizes it as a string. So I have no idea how to rectify this problem. If you know any expert programmers out here, please help me. So ask for which Pokemon the user wants to know the abilities are requested. So what abilities are a bit redundant here? I told you it was not well done. Anyway, so it prints out all the abilities of these Pokemon. What next? Add all the Mega and Gigantamax form as well as Galarian and Hisuian Pokemon, Alolan and Galarian forms. But also I put out Hisuian forms. I didn't know this at the time of writing these slides. So, second problem is one that I just described. Automatically recognizing a list even when it's a string in happens when searching abilities. Now the third one is probably the most logistic out of the three. If I actually want to make this an app, this is just the beta version. We need to make this into an app by adding pictures from the Marble Garden archives because they just had the best pictures of all the Pokemon which show when their names are clicked. So for example, if you say Shaman, then when you click on Shaman, it will have a picture of Shaman showing up. Anyways, thank you all for joining this presentation. Oh, by the way, these Pokemon up here are Wobbuffet, Flygon, Ribombee, Altaria, Psyduck, Rockruff, and Heracross. Just a bit of Pokemon trivia. Well, see you in another video, perhaps. Oh, my time's running out. I gotta end this presentation immediately. Anyways, thank you for all your attention and see you.